If you're tired of bland, boring dinners that leave you missing the creamy, cheesy comfort of your favorite meals, this list of dairy-free dinner ideas is exactly what you need. Because going dairy-free doesn't mean giving up flavor or satisfaction. These recipes prove you can have rich, hearty dinners without any dairy at all. One secret here is using simple pantry staples to create that. Let's kick things off with a bowl of creamy coconut curry lentil soup that feels like a warm hug on a chilly evening. This dish is perfect for anyone avoiding dairy because it gets all its richness from full-fat coconut milk instead of cream. You start by sautéing onions, garlic, and ginger in a big pot until they smell amazing. Then you stir in some red lentils, curry powder, and vegetable broth, letting it all simmer until the lentils are tender. A can of coconut milk goes in at the end, making the soup velvety smooth without any dairy at all. For a little extra kick, you can add a pinch of cayenne pepper or a squeeze of fresh lime juice right before serving. This soup is so satisfying and filling that you will not even miss the cream. Now, let's move on to a dish that brings a little crunch to the table. Next up, we have crispy baked buffalo cauliflower bites that are perfect for game day or a quick snack. These are a fantastic dairy-free alternative to traditional chicken wings, and they pack just as much flavor. You toss fresh cauliflower florets in a simple batter made from flour, water, and a pinch of garlic powder. After baking them until they are golden and crispy, you coat them in your favorite dairy-free buffalo sauce. A quick return to the oven helps the sauce caramelize and stick to every piece. Serve them with a side of creamy ranch made from cashews or a simple avocado dip for extra coolness. Everyone will be reaching for these crunchy, spicy bites before you know it. Let's keep the comfort food rolling with a hearty main dish that feels like a classic. This one-pot lemon herb pasta with vegetables is the kind of meal you make when you want something easy and bright. You cook your pasta right in a single pot with vegetable broth, zucchini, and cherry tomatoes for a no-fuss dinner. The lemon juice and fresh herbs like basil and parsley add a fresh pop of flavor without any heavy cream. For a protein boost, you can toss in some canned chickpeas or leftover grilled chicken. This dish feels light and refreshing, yet it is hearty enough to be a complete meal. Next, we are going to switch gears to a dish that is perfect for meal prep and busy weeknights. This list of dairy-free dinners is already packed with variety, but I would love to hear from you. Which one of these meal ideas are you most excited to try first? Maybe it is the creamy pasta, or perhaps the hearty skillet dish looks perfect for your week. Drop your answer in the comments below and let me know. While you are there, feel free to tell me what kind of swap or substitute you need help with most. Your feedback helps me create more recipe collections that truly fit your life. If you are enjoying this roundup, give the video a like and make sure you are subscribed. Keep watching because there are plenty more tasty ideas coming up next. Sheet pan lemon garlic salmon with asparagus is about as simple as dinner gets, and it is completely dairy-free. This meal comes together on one pan, which means less cleanup and more time to relax. You place salmon fillets and fresh asparagus on a baking sheet, then drizzle them with olive oil, lemon juice, and minced garlic. A sprinkle of salt, pepper, and dried dill adds all the flavor you need. Everything roasts together in the oven until the salmon is flaky and the asparagus is tender. If you want to switch up the veggies, try adding cherry tomatoes or broccoli florets instead. This dinner feels elegant enough for a special occasion, but is easy enough for any Tuesday night. Let's move on to a dish that brings a little Tex-Mex flair to your table. Loaded sweet potato black bean tacos are a fun and colorful way to enjoy a dairy-free dinner. These tacos are naturally vegan and packed with fiber, making them both healthy and satisfying. You roast cubes of sweet potato until they are caramelized and tender, then toss them with black beans and a squeeze of lime. Warm up some corn tortillas and pile on the sweet potato mixture along with fresh salsa and sliced avocado. A drizzle of cashew crema or a sprinkle of nutritional yeast gives it that cheesy flavor without any dairy. For extra crunch, add some shredded cabbage or a handful of crushed tortilla chips on top. These tacos are so vibrant and delicious that everyone will want seconds. Now, let's finish this lineup with a cozy dish that feels like pure comfort. Last but not least, we have a creamy mushroom and spinach risotto that is completely dairy-free but tastes incredibly indulgent. This dish proves you can get that velvety texture without any butter or Parmesan cheese. You saute sliced mushrooms and shallots in olive oil until they are golden and fragrant. Then you add arborio rice and slowly stir in warm vegetable broth, letting it absorb bit by bit. A splash of unsweetened almond milk and a handful of fresh spinach stirred in at the end creates that creamy finish. For a savory boost, you can stir in a spoonful of white miso paste or a pinch of truffle salt. This risotto is so rich and comforting that it feels like a restaurant-quality meal at home. And with that, we have a whole week of dairy-free dinners ready to go, so let's jump into the next recipe. Next up is a hearty vegan chili that's packed with tender sweet potatoes and rich, smoky flavor. This dish is perfect for those nights when you want something warm and filling without any dairy at all. You start by sautéing onions and garlic, then add diced sweet potatoes, black beans, and crushed tomatoes. A good mix of chili powder, cumin, and smoked paprika gives it that deep, cozy taste. Let it all simmer until the sweet potatoes are soft and the flavors come together beautifully. If you want a little extra heat, toss in some diced jalapenos or a pinch of cayenne pepper. People love how this chili feels like a big, comforting hug in a bowl. Now let's move on to something light and fresh that's perfect for a quick weeknight meal. For a lighter option, try zucchini noodles tossed in a creamy avocado pesto that's completely dairy-free. This dish is ideal when you're craving pasta, but want something veggie-forward and refreshing. You simply spiralize fresh zucchini into noodles, then blend ripe avocado with basil, garlic, lemon juice, and pine nuts. The avocado makes the sauce wonderfully creamy without any cream or cheese. Toss the zucchini noodles with the pesto until they're evenly coated and serve right away. You can add cherry tomatoes or toasted sunflower seeds on top for extra texture and flavor. It's a bright, satisfying meal that feels indulgent but is actually really good for you. From here, let's jump into a dish that's all about bold, savory flavors. If you love having plenty of dairy-free dinner options at your fingertips, I have a helpful resource for you. Head over to www.healthybitestribe.com to find even more recipes like the ones in this collection. Our site includes an AI recipe generator that can create custom dishes based on the ingredients you already have. You will also find a simple meal planner to organize your dairy-free meals for the whole week. Saving and sharing your favorite recipes from this list is easy once you are part of our community. Whether you are cooking for food allergies, sensitivities, or just trying to eat a little lighter, there is something there for you. It is a practical tool to help you make these meal ideas part of your regular routine. Try it out and see how much easier your dairy-free cooking can become. This dairy-free mushroom stroganoff is a creamy, dreamy comfort food classic that works without any milk or butter. It's a fantastic choice for a cozy dinner that feels rich and decadent. Use sliced mushrooms and onions until they're golden and fragrant, then stir in garlic and a splash of vegetable broth. A spoonful of coconut cream or cashew cream gives it that silky, luscious texture. Let it simmer until the sauce thickens, then serve it over your favorite pasta or rice. For a gluten-free version, just use gluten-free noodles or even cauliflower rice. Everyone will love how this stroganoff tastes just as comforting as the original. Next, we'll switch gears to a fun, handheld meal that's perfect for lunch or dinner. These black bean and corn quesadillas are a quick and easy dinner idea that's totally dairy-free. They're great for busy nights when you want something tasty without a lot of fuss. You mash black beans with a little lime juice and cumin, then spread the mixture on a tortilla. Add a layer of corn, diced bell peppers, and a sprinkle of dairy-free cheese if you like. Fold the tortilla in half and cook it in a hot pan until golden and crispy on both sides. You can also add sliced avocado or a drizzle of hot sauce for extra flavor. These quesadillas are so satisfying and fun to eat, everyone will ask for seconds. Now let's move on to a warm, comforting bowl that's perfect for chilly evenings. This creamy tomato basil soup is a classic that becomes completely dairy-free with a simple swap. It's the perfect meal for when you want something soothing and simple. You start by sautéing onions and garlic and olive oil, then add canned tomatoes and vegetable broth. Let it simmer with fresh basil, then blend it all until smooth and velvety. Stir in a splash of coconut milk or oat milk for that creamy finish without any dairy. Top it with homemade croutons made from cube bread toasted in olive oil and garlic. This soup feels like a warm hug on a cold day and pairs perfectly with a grilled cheese. Next up is a dish that brings a little spice and a lot of flavor to your dinner table. These spicy Thai peanut noodles are a vibrant, dairy-free dish that's bursting with flavor. They're perfect for when you want something quick, satisfying, and a little bit adventurous. You cook rice noodles according to the package, then toss them with a sauce made from peanut butter, lime juice, soy sauce, and a touch of sriracha. Add in shredded carrots, sliced bell peppers, and fresh cilantro for crunch and color. The sauce coats every noodle perfectly, creating a creamy, savory finish. You can swap the peanut butter for sunflower seed butter if you need a nut-free version. People love how these noodles are both comforting and exciting with every bite. Stick around because we've got one more delicious dairy-free dinner idea coming up next. Next up is a one-pan Mediterranean quinoa dish that's packed with flavor and completely dairy-free. This meal is perfect for busy weeknights when you want something hearty but don't feel like washing a pile of dishes. You start by sautéing onions and garlic in olive oil, then stir in quinoa, vegetable broth, and a can of chickpeas. Let it all simmer until the quinoa is fluffy, then toss in chopped sun-dried tomatoes, Kalamata olives, and a big handful of fresh spinach. A squeeze of lemon juice and a sprinkle of dried oregano bring everything together without any cheese or cream. If you want extra protein, you can add some grilled chicken or tofu on top. The combination of briny olives, tangy tomatoes, and tender quinoa feels like a sunny vacation on a plate. And speaking of one-pan wonders, let's move on to another cozy dinner that comes together in a single skillet. You know, cooking dairy-free does not have to be a lonely journey. Our community at www.healthybitestribe.com is full of people who get it. They understand what it is like to search for recipes that work for allergies, intolerances, or just a healthier lifestyle. You can join the conversation, share your own twists on these dinner ideas, and ask for help when you need it. It is a place where everyone is welcome and encouraged no matter where you are starting from. I would love for you to feel that support, so please come and say hello. And if you have not yet, hit that subscribe button right here on YouTube so we can keep sharing these recipe roundups together. You are never cooking alone when you are part of the Healthy Bites tribe. This smoky black bean and sweet potato skillet is the kind of dinner that feels both nourishing and deeply satisfying. It's a great option when you're craving something warm and filling but still want to keep things plant-based and dairy-free. You'll cube a sweet potato and cook it in a hot skillet with a little oil until it's tender and slightly caramelized. Then you add canned black beans, fire-roasted tomatoes, and a generous pinch of smoked paprika and cumin. Let it all simmer together until the flavors meld, then finish with a handful of fresh cilantro and a squeeze of lime. For a little crunch, you can top it with crushed tortilla chips or toasted pumpkin seeds. The smoky, slightly sweet flavor is so comforting that you'll forget it's completely dairy-free. Now let's switch gears to a creamy pasta dish that proves you don't need any cream at all. This creamy cashew Alfredo with broccoli is a total game changer for anyone who misses rich, velvety pasta sauces. It's perfect for a cozy dinner when you want something indulgent but still completely dairy-free. You'll soak raw cashews in hot water for about 15 minutes, then blend them with garlic, nutritional yeast, lemon juice, and a splash of pasta water. The result is a smooth, creamy sauce that coats every strand of your favorite pasta. While the pasta cooks, you steam some broccoli florets and toss them in with the sauce for extra color and nutrition. If you're nut-free, you can swap the cashews for sunflower seeds or soak in tofu for a similar creamy texture. This dish feels so luxurious that no one will guess it's made from simple, whole ingredients. Next, let's look at a fun handheld dinner that's perfect for lunch or a quick weeknight meal. These dairy-free chickpea salad wraps are a fresh, no-cook option that's perfect for busy days or meal prep. They work beautifully when you want something light but still filling, and they come together in just a few minutes. You mash a can of chickpeas with a fork until they're flaky, then mix in dairy-free yogurt, Dijon mustard, chopped celery, red onion, and fresh dill. A little lemon juice and salt bring all the flavors together, creating a creamy, tangy filling that mimics classic chicken salad. Spoon the mixture onto large lettuce leaves or gluten-free tortillas, then add some crunchy lettuce and sliced avocado. For extra crunch, you can toss in some chopped walnuts or sunflower seeds. These wraps are so satisfying and refreshing that you'll want to make a double batch for the week. Now let's turn up the heat with a spicy, comforting bowl that's perfect for chilly evenings. This spicy coconut lentil curry is the kind of dinner that warms you from the inside out and fills your kitchen with amazing aromas. It's ideal for those nights when you want something deeply flavorful and hearty without any dairy. You start by sautéing onion, ginger, and garlic in coconut oil, then stir in red curry paste and a pinch of turmeric. Add red lentils, a can of coconut milk, and some vegetable broth, then let it simmer until the lentils are tender and the sauce thickens. Stir in a handful of fresh spinach and a squeeze of lime juice right before serving for a bright finish. If you want to make it milder, just use less curry paste or add a spoonful of coconut yogurt on top. The creamy coconut and warm spices create a bowl of pure comfort that feels like a hug in a bowl. And for our final dish, let's end with a simple, elegant dinner that's perfect for any night of the week. For our last dairy-free dinner idea, we have a baked lemon herb cod with roasted vegetables that's light, fresh, and incredibly easy. This dish is perfect when you want something that feels special but doesn't require a lot of effort or complicated ingredients. You arrange cod fillets on a sheet pan alongside broccoli, cherry tomatoes, and sliced red onion, all drizzled with olive oil and lemon juice. Sprinkle everything with dried oregano, garlic powder, salt, and pepper, then bake until the fish is flaky and the vegetables are tender. A final squeeze of fresh lemon and a sprinkle of parsley brighten up the whole dish without any butter or cream. You can swap the cod for any white fish or even salmon and add whatever vegetables you have on hand. This meal feels light yet satisfying, and it's a wonderful way to end a week of dairy-free dinners. We hope these ideas inspire you to get creative in the kitchen, and we'll see you in the next video with more delicious, allergy-friendly recipes. And that wraps up our roundup of dairy-free dinner ideas you can truly rely on. I hope this collection showed you how many delicious options are out there when you skip the dairy. You can pick and choose the recipes that work best for your family, your tastes, or your specific needs. If any of these dishes caught your eye, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss our next set of meal ideas. For even more support, come join us at www.healthybitestribe.com. There you will find our AI recipe generator, a handy meal planner, and a place to save and share all your favorite recipes. Our community chat is also full of people who understand exactly what it is like cooking with dietary restrictions. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video with more simple, helpful recipes.